Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at the Stepdle puzzle. On this day in 1847, Joseph Pulitzer was born, the guy whom the Pulitzer Prize is named after. So as my starting guesses to mark this occasion, I'm going to be using some words from titles of recent Pulitzer Prize winning fiction novels as my starting guesses. So for example, I think this is possibly one of the most well-known ones. I'd certainly heard of it. The Road by Cormac McCarthy won in 2007, so I'm going to use road as my starting word. I thought that might happen, so I'm going to go for news, because in 1994, The Shipping News by E. Annie Proulx, Proulx, no idea how to pronounce that, but The Shipping News won in 1994, so we'll try news. That works a lot better. So, what are we going to test next? I guess I want to try size, but I don't want to try the Z, and I'm desperately trying to think of a word that is very similar but doesn't have the Z in it. Blank ISE, blank USE, I suppose. Let's try muse. Oh, fuse. I did not blow a fuse. Got there in 4. Now, we will go for squad, because in 2011 the winner was A Visit from the Goon Squad by Jennifer Egan. Oh, it gives me the A. If I had got 5 grades, I would have gone for Night, because The Night Watchman by Louise Erdrich won in 2021. But we don't need to go for that because we've got the R. So, let's do a relay. Oh, that's not worked well at all. Only the L. So, I guess I want to try putting the L at the end. Final, perhaps? Right, so is it going to be a duplicated A? Or are we going to get the O involved? Let's test octal. I think total is more likely, but I don't like duplicating letters at this stage. Oh, but it is going to be total, that's annoying. We will move on to nickel, because The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead won in 2020. Only the I! Right, that's not good. It means it's not an ing ending, or an ed, or an er ending. Those are all my go-tos. We're going to have to try a radish instead. Oh, that's a bit of a disaster. It's not even an ist or an ish ending. So what are we going to test instead? We're going to need to test the U or the O, aren't we? Let's test both. It'd be studio. I think that makes up for the annoyance on the previous one, when I could have got total one guess sooner. Really happy to have worked that out, because that could have been really tricky. And we will end with the 7-letter one. 2010's winner, Tinkers by Paul Harding. And Tinkers gives me 4 really good letters. Now, what are we going to do with the D, N, E and R? Well, I suppose I could just move the ER along one, couldn't I? We'll try an ER ending. How about something like chanter? Don't think it's common enough to be correct, but it tries some new positions for the letters I know about, and it tries some decent new letters. Oh, wow. We've got 5 letters now, and still none of them is in the right place. So, what on earth can this mean? When I look at those letters, it really looks like it should be current, but of course the C can't be first, and the E can't be fifth. So we've got the start and end wrong for it to be current. But what are we going to do instead? I mean, it can't even be concert. Is it going to be an ENCE ending? It could be, but if that's the case, we need to work out what to do with the R and the T. Feels pretty unlikely. How about just something as simple as recount? If it's not an ER ending, maybe it's an RE beginning. Oh, it's not, but at least we've now got some letters in the right places. Oh, actually, that is very interesting. We've now ruled out all of the vowels. So there's probably going to be 2 E's. And they can only be there and there. So do I think the N would be second or fifth? Those are the only two options. I think it would have to be second, otherwise I'm not going to be able to fit the R in. But I'm not sure where I'm going to fit the R in anyway. Really looks like it should be excerpt, but of course we've got the N. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. There's a chance that I've got a Y. Maybe it's encrypt. So there isn't a duplicated E after all. Oh, we have unciphered that, or whatever word I mean. Unencrypted. I was trying to be too clever. Anyway, 4, 5, 3, 4. Kind of average performance. 4s all across the board, really, on average. And 4 guesses left in hand. So that is the Stepdle puzzle. Thank you for watching, and now go and read a Pulitzer Prize winning novel. Bye for now.